It was a big problem?
I mean, it's a weird conflicting story now because like I definitely know for sure that like I was an alcoholic. Like I was a drug addict because
111, welcome to the Beautiful Day podcast. We got a good friend of mine.
that's me.
Jarrell's in the background, y'all. Say what's up. We gonna have Jarrell on one of these soon too.
Daisy, come here.
So we have a good friend of mine, special guest, Dale Decker. I almost called you Dale Do.
Wah, wah, wah.
Where did Dale Do come from?
MySpace.
MySpace?
Yeah.
You came up with it by yourself?
I've kept the same internet name all of these years.
Bro, I was corny on MySpace.
Yeah,
bro.
we all were.
No, I was bad.
We were like what we like when we see little kids pop up on TikTok and we're like, God damn it. But I mean, now I'm just kind of like, oh, they're little kids. But
yeah,
like that was also us on MySpace.
Who's your how long ago was MySpace?
Fucking 03 is when it came out.
Damn, are we boomers?
I mean, yeah.
Not women. You might be a boomer.
We're technically millennials. But
Yeah. I was about to say the name wrong.
Yeah.
Well, who was your top 5 on MySpace?
Just all my fucking hometown friends.
I had Mike Mo on that bitch.
It was a top 8 though, dude. There was 8. Remember?
Oh, you could change it.
But then they made it top 16.
Yeah,
they had
like
12. They had 16.
What song did you have?
Dude, so many fucking crazy like old like metalcore, hardcore.
I figured.
Fucking emo songs. So many.
Crying and shit.
Yeah, that was the shit that like got me into all that stuff.
Do you remember like a super corny status? Or post, whatever it was called.
Fuck.
What would you say on shit like that?
Dude, I don't know. It was definitely corny. I mean, it was like our humor now, but like then our dry type of humor was so like, because we were the first ironic generation. You know? I mean, some people argue that Gen X was, but I think more so it was millennials.
Yeah, because we got to see the internet be made.
Yeah.
It was like young when it happened. I'm talking about like, nigga, I was talking about crying over girls and shit on my status.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing shit like that. But
yeah, I did that. I feel like I did that for a little bit. Like, dude, I know fucking 30-year-olds that still do that shit on Facebook.
Bro, who you fucking telling? If you on Facebook, you know, I'm not even gonna diss nobody on Facebook right now.
I mean, dude, there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of views on Facebook.
People still using it.
Yeah.
I thought it was done.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Fuck that. I got a bunch of questions for you.
Okay.
And I'm excited for this podcast because I haven't seen you in a minute.
No, I know. It's been a while. Also, I was going to ask you, should I not, like, is that going to be loud into this?
Do it. Yeah, you good.
Okay. I just don't want to, like, blow someone's eardrums up.
Yeah, don't blow on it.
Yeah, like.
You ain't got to go all the way over there.
Yeah, okay.
To the side. Pause. Where are you from?
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. What's up with the pause? Why does everyone, what is that a podcast thing?
Pause?
I know that it's like Gen Z's version of like no homo, but like Dan told me that started from a podcast, like pause the podcast.
Pause the podcast?
Yeah, like that's the context of it.
I think it was a New York thing.
Okay.
Jarrell, did pause come from New York? Pause, like saying pause?
Probably.
Yeah, that was like before they started saying "ayo," right? Yeah. So that's like if you say some sus shit.
Okay.
It's like, nigga,
anyway,
pause.
back to your question. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Where you from?
Well, my address is Michigan. I was born in Toledo Hospital. It's a city right on the line. It's an armpit of a town of the Midwest.
That sounds stanky.
Yeah. But like now I'm like grateful that I was from there. I'm glad I kind of grew up in a shitty place.
How long were you staying there?
So I was 18 and I left.
Okay. You said it was a shitty place.
I mean,
in what way?
I mean, have you been to Bakersfield? Have you been to Fresno?
Oh, hell
have you been to like fucking Reading? Like any of those places? Like
been to Bakersfield?
Yeah. It's like that, but worse.
Damn.
Imagine like snow all year round, below freezing temperatures, below 0 temperatures. And then the fucking snow just turns into slush and it's brown and it's gross. But I will say, now that I'm older, now that I'm 33, it's like romantic going back. Like I appreciate the small town living.
Romantic?
Especially with all the clout chasing bullshit that's out here.
Oh, you're getting away from all this fucking bullshit in LA.
Yeah. Like I like because we will drive across the country a lot to go back home. And we both love road trips. We love like me and Drea, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
We both love like road trips and being on the road and just like, you know, we're like about it. We like that. And every time we go back, it's like a nice like little reset. Like it's a small town. It's like, I don't know. You just get away from like all this fucking bullshit here.
I feel that. I went to Burlington, Vermont. for a Mountain Dew.
Oh,
trip.
really?
And if I feel like that's the closest thing I can relate to with that,
Yeah,
I was
it's
up
probably
in there,
the same.
bro. It was so nice, man. Everybody was just nice over there. But you said so. 18, you moved out here.
No, I was in Florida for like 6 months, and then I moved back, and then I was. Sorry, I'm burping. I was up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is like, what is that? It's west of Detroit. It's like I guess it's not really a suburb of Detroit, but it's like in the surrounding giant metro area, because you have like Pontiac that's north of Detroit, like Saginaw's a little farther up. Saginaw's definitely not like in the metro Detroit region, but like there's a highway that goes from, I don't even know why I'm telling everyone this. There's a highway that goes from Ann Arbor to Detroit, and it's like, you know, it's just like a bunch of cities until you get to Detroit. It would be like what Orange County is to LA.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then when did you get to LA?
22.
22 years old?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought like 2022. Like,
yeah, no.
So were you skating in Michigan or?
Yep.
What age did you start skating?
10.
10. Same here. Here. What got you on the skateboard?
I think the first thing I was probably like the Tony Hawk games. But like I didn't just skateboard. My big thing I was into at first was rollerblading.
Oh, hell no.
But I did rollerblading, I did skateboarding, I did scootering. Like I've always like, I'll like pull out the scooter sometimes in videos and I'll do like 360s and tail whips. Like, and people are like, whoa, what? He can do that? I've always been able to do that. Like it wasn't because I like did all the things. Like we would go to the indoor skate park that was in Toledo at the time. It was called Woodville. If anyone from Toledo knows about Woodville or the Midwest, like, you know how special that place was back in like the early 2000s. But we would just take all of our shit there. Like I'd have my board, my rollerblades, and I didn't actually like skating the most. I kind of like had this weird idea that skating was like kind of corny.
Why?
I don't know.
You just thought it was corny?
Yeah, like because I thought it was like
was
all
it
these
corny back then?
No. It definitely wasn't.
No?
Skating was like peaking in the early 2000s. It was like the coolest shit ever. But I just kind of had this like impression of it, like, oh, they're all wearing like tight pants and these like punk rockers. Like I just thought it was corny. But then like I would see rollerbladers. And like, I thought that looked sicker back then.
Rollerbladers do fucking go crazy, but
I think rollerblading's sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
So what got you into the skateboarding then?
Oh yeah. So like I started skating when I was 10. I was able to like ollie and shove it and board slide for like those 3 years. I could like go off ramps and do like little grabs.
Okay.
But then when I was 13, I met a bunch of kids at my school that also skated. And they were like, that was when like do you remember CKY and Jackass and like the whole BAM shit? Yeah. So they were super all into that shit. And that's like kind of what pulled me into skating and like solidified like, okay, I skateboard. Like now I'm a skater, you know? So like 13 was when like I really started, but I had abilities before, like being able to board slide and shove it. Yeah. You know?
And I just want to say right now, if you see me keep looking at my phone, I'm looking at the questions. So did you ever want to go pro?
Yeah, I feel like everyone does up until a certain point, you know, like whether you realize like, you know, 2 years in or 10 years later that you're like, oh fuck, it's not going to happen.
What did you want to go pro for? Like, what was your dream company?
Oh, back then, probably Baker, dude.
Baker?
Yeah, that was the company.
Baker was the shit. It's still the shit. Okay, so you came out here. Were you doing YouTube out there? When did you first start doing YouTube?
2016. So, it all started like I met John Hill shortly after I moved here when I was 22. I think I met him within that first year. He was skating for Birdhouse. Like anyone who knows about John knows this whole story now. He's like
was
talked about
skating
it.
for Birdhouse.
Yeah, dude, he was next up. He was he was AM on Birdhouse. He was like next up. He had a falling out with those guys. If you're interested in the story, go look for John's content.
Yeah, we gotta get him on the podcast so he can speak about it.
Yeah. But yeah, he started doing YouTube, and then I was kind of like, yo, what the fuck? Why you're shooting your skate career in the foot, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I was totally like I was like this, like I was everything that I now hate about skating for sure. Like I was this like weird, pretentious, like think I'm some kind of art person. And like I have creative brain. I see the world that way, but I'm saying like, I like thought certain things were better than other things because of like, whatever niche or subgenre of skating I wanted to be a part of, you know? Yeah. And then like I saw that John was making a living doing YouTube. I was like, I'm never going to be pro. He's making a living skating. I want to make a living skating. So I jumped on the opportunity, you know? So I helped him with his, built my channel from that.
Shout out John for that.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Okay, so as a YouTuber, how did you first start out though? So were you posting daily videos?
I posted daily for like a year and like 3 months.
Was it instantly when you wanted to start it? Like you didn't like have no trial and error? Like
No. Yeah, the first day I posted, I was every day.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking dedication.
I took 2 weeks before that to like film as much stuff as I could. I filmed like 9 videos and only ended up posting 2 of them. So I was never ever ahead. Like Dan is like fucking sometimes 9 days ahead. He's got like 9 days worth of content that he's just like sitting on. Sometimes it's edited and scheduled. And like John was always like that too. John was always, when he was doing daily, he was always 2 days ahead. He always had his next 2 days uploaded and scheduled. I was fucking day to day, dude. Like I'd be like, fuck, I gotta edit this video in the morning so that I can get up tonight. Or I'd come home from skating. It'd be like 4. I'd be like, fuck, I gotta get this done by 8 so I can post it. Yeah, that shit was hectic, dude.
Okay, so how long would you say you was doing YouTube for it? Because do you still do YouTube?
Yeah.
Consistently?
I recently started posting like more again. I mean, so I've been doing YouTube. I'm in my 7th year. So
okay, 7. Okay.
Yeah. So in September of this year, it will be 8 years.
Damn.
Crazy.
Bro.
Fucking crazy. Yeah. Because 2020 feels like yesterday still. And that I just said this to Dan the other day and it blew his mind. 2020 still feels like yesterday. And 2020 was the midway point now of my YouTube channel because it's been almost 8 years. So that still feels like yesterday to me. It was just crazy. But I never went anywhere. Like 2020 was my big year, but I don't know. There's so many places that this can go right now. Okay,
Speak your truth.
So like I took a month break for my first time ever over the summer, and I took like another month break in October because I was like backed up with other work that I do outside of YouTube.
Yeah, hustling.
Yeah. So like, because I do like everything I do outside of YouTube is freelance social media. Like I started doing it for CCS in 2020. And then like now I do it for Keen Ramps. I do it for Converse sometimes.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm doing it for like.
How did you get that opportunity?
Working with Matt Price, who was my boss at CCS.
Oh,
so
fire.
he works with Converse a lot. Yeah. And then he, pulls me in when they have the budget to bring in another guy.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so like, first of all, I never fucking went anywhere, dude. Like I've been posting once a week for the last like since 2020. I've been posting once a week for 4 years, but like I'll still get comments. I just posted this on my story today. Like I'll get comments like, oh man, when are you going to post again? Where you been? And I'm like, I've been here the whole time.
I'm still here, bro.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I wasn't putting in the same amount of effort because I have, now I'm like doing jobs for other people. So that takes priority, because like someone's paying me to do something for them. So like that's
and
priority.
There's other platforms to work on personally, like TikTok,
for sure,
Instagram, all that other shit.
Yeah.
Not just YouTube.
So, yeah, I don't know what happened with YouTube. I mean, I do actually. I think I have like a theory. Like 2021 came around post pandemic. People saw everyone making content. Like, dude, 2020 was a fucking great year for me. Yeah. So good. I remember.
Was that when I hit you? Yeah.
I remember you called me. You were like, yo. What are you doing? Why is your shit popping off? I was like, I don't fucking know. I just stopped caring and started doing what I want.
And I was hurt. I was like, he don't know.
I literally didn't know. No. Bro, but now fire. I know. It was the pandemic because everyone was sitting inside and no one had anything else to do.
That's what happened with my drinking game of skates.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Until they started demonetizing me. But
yeah. So yeah, 2020 was good. And then like 2021 comes around and everyone's like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Also, there's this sector like of Powell. Like I was filming the Powell guys. Nigel was gone. That was like his area.
What he went to like the woods or some shit?
He went back to his reservation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So up in Washington, he went back to his reservation. He had some personal things happen where he needed to like be there for that. I think he's talked about it like in the 9 Club and stuff, if you're curious about any of Nigel's journey. But yeah, so he was gone for a little bit and I kind of filled that spot while he was gone. So like, but like, at the time, I didn't really know that I was like filling a spot that was already spoken for. So like, I felt like at the time it was like my spot. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I'm doing this. I got this crew of guys. They're benefiting from it. I'm benefiting from it. This is all good. Then everyone started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And like, it became insanely oversaturated.
Bro, and I get you.
And like, it's cool. Like, because Dan was on my channel for like 2 years, dude. And I was fucking up his ass the whole time. Like, you should start a channel. You should start a channel. And now like Dan's fucking, I'm not sitting here like taking credit for Dan's success.
No, it doesn't sound like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like now Dan's fucking killing it, dude. I couldn't be more stoked for him.
You just saw something in him and you helped like
dude,
that.
he's like a resident.
ambition.
Yeah, he's like this vibrant person of charisma. Dan is like the embodiment of charisma.
Yeah.
You know, so he's great at it. He's funny. He's super witty. He's like quick.
I was watching the 9 Club the other day, and they mentioned skate YouTubers, and they was talking highly on him. They always watch his videos
because
and
you're
shit.
the Ben DeGrosse one. That was it. The Ben DeGrosse one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just heard that, and I was like, oh, that's tight.
Well, I think too, like people are impressed with Dan's output because he does daily in a time when no one else does daily.
Yeah,
no one does daily. His videos are super raw though, and I think.
It's a big thing now. You know that, right?
That's a super big thing. Super
authentic.
Sam Solik. You know Sam Solik?
Exactly.
Dude, yeah. Like people fuck with him because he's just like a person. He's not like, hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm fucking guy with rich stuff and here's all my cool things.
Yeah.
Buy my shit.
Mr. Beast made it hard for us. Bro, Mr. Beast, you fucked it up for us.
Yeah.
Nigga, shout out
yeah,
you.
he raised the bar.
You raised the bar too high. Niggas at the moon.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that and that's what I was actually doing in 2020. Like all of my content was just raw skating.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, there was no talking either. Like I had this obsession with not breaking the fourth wall. Like there was something about that. I was like, I'm not going to address the audience. I want this to be like a voyeuristic thing that you look at.
It just feels like you're there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna say, hey guys, we're here, because then that automatically like tells you like, we're watching a video. I'm watching a video of someone where someone is. But if I don't ever address that, you kind of get lost in it.
Are you still doing that?
Not in that way.
You should, bro. Because I saw this YouTube channel. It's getting money. It's just somebody just walking through different cities around the world. Just walking.
Oh, that's cool.
Showing like the scenery and all that.
See, I watch shit like that, dude. Because like Drea and I like, well, I'll put on YouTube. She's like, can we watch something else besides YouTube? Because I'll just put on YouTube and fucking play like the raw shit of like this guy like exploring abandoned towns. He's like, and he kind of doesn't really address the audience. He does a little bit, but he's just driving around in his car, and he'll drive through like fucking like small towns in Texas, like abandoned mining towns, like in the fucking Appalachians.
Bro, that's fire. There's some dude in Alaska. I mainly see him on TikTok, but I'm sure he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
This nigga's just camping and shit.
Yeah.
In the ice. Anyways, that's some other shit. But want to ask you, so you've been doing YouTube for, you said like 8 years, 8 years. Right?
Yeah.
What are some struggles that you went through?
Relying on views so like, I mean, just it was financially a struggle for like a while, you know? Cause it's like I was very into this idea of like, I'm chasing my dream. I'm skating for a living. And like, you know, I was kind of sacrificing like not making a lot of money for that. But I was like, and it was great. Like I was happy with it. I'm grateful for it. I was like hyped on it. Like I get to go skate for a living and like do all this stuff. But like fast forward to now, like what I didn't know. And people always say, like, you know, the cliche, when you do what you love for a living, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
You ever heard that? Okay. That's fucking bullshit. And I'm going to tell you what about that is bullshit, because when you do what you love for a living, like what you love just becomes a job. It sucks the passion out of it. Like, and some people might argue like, oh yeah, if you let it, stay positive, dude. Yeah. I'm just like being real about this. I'm just telling you like what it's like, what it feels like. And like, I enjoy skating so much more now that like my rent isn't dependent on it, you know? So.
And YouTube, depending on YouTube, is a little unpredictable. And
super unpredictable.
Bro, we went through the trial and error of YouTube, bro. That whole shit with all the ads left. You remember that?
Dude, yeah, the adpocalypse.
A lot of people didn't understand why I stopped YouTube at the time. I was like, bro, I ain't about to put all this work in and get no damn money when I was already getting some money from it.
Dude, you got to do what you got to do. I went and got a job at one point in 2018. I went to go, so like for like 6 months, I worked like at a rehab, at a treatment center. And yeah, like I was like, dude, I can't keep doing this. I can't make nothing. Like I need to go get a job, you know? So I did that for 6 months. And that was fucking insane. That was like crazy working there. But yeah, it definitely working there, like working a job while I've already not worked a job and like worked for myself and made money outside of like the whole 9 to 5 thing. Oh, let me circle back to that. Remind me to circle back to that because I got something to say about the 9 to 5 and content creation shit. So it just made me really grateful while I was working there. Like, damn, dude, I want to like get back to what I was doing. Like that shit was awesome, you know? But then it's like, if you don't pace yourself, you're going to burn out. Like that's what happens, you know? So luckily, you know, I got the opportunity to like work for CCS and like, so I had that income coming in, I had my revenue, and I had like my brand at the time that I was doing, you know? Yeah.
Which I never got a shirt.
I got a fucking whole box of them in the garage, dude, if you want
Shut
them.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
I need a shirt.
Yeah.
I've been asking him for a shirt since he started doing it.
The last drop I did didn't like do well. So it's like, I still have like all that inventory.
I like that name a lot.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot the question.
Yeah, you told me to tell you to circle back to something.
Oh yeah, they're not like, so content creation has kind of become the new unescapable 9 to 5. So like, cause you start like everyone's doing it. Everyone's trying to switch to this online thing. Like whether it's fucking Pinterest, Etsy, TikTok, YouTube, like, or like doing what's that thing called? Retail arbitrage. Like everyone's trying to do this, like this shit that is like online revenue, but like it's just as inescapable as the 9 to 5. Yeah, you do it at your house, but dude, if you don't like hit enough sales, if you don't get enough views, if you know what I mean, if your
that's
numbers,
just a 24/7.
Yeah,
bro, it's a 24/7, and a lot of times you're not gonna get no money from it at first.
Yeah, so
it just feels horrible. You feel crazy.
You feel like you're wasting
all
your time.
These hours in, and the people around you looking at you stupid.
Yeah,
and then at times where you make it. And it's happening, then it could get snatched from you in different type of ways, like the whole YouTube shit that happened in the past, like I told you earlier.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But yeah. Well, did you like, you said the rehab place, did that stress you out at all? Like,
yeah, it was really morally conflicting working there. Yeah, because especially at the place that I was working at, is just like, there's a lot of insurance fraud in that world.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, there's a lot of insurance fraud that goes on in that world, and it's really fucked up. So what was happening like 10 years ago in the rehabs, like in Southern California and South Florida, like the places where people would go to rehabs. So like people, like treatment centers would pay patients to go out and get high and relapse so that they could come back into the rehab and the rehab would get a new deposit from the insurance company, so they would collect more money.
Oh, that makes me angry.
Yeah. So that's like, they've put like laws in place that make it like harder to be able to do that, but I'm pretty sure it still fucking happens. But yeah, it's super fucked up. And like people die, you know?
Yeah, people fucking die for real.
But I also wanted to clarify something too about the content creation being the new 9 to 5. Cause it's like, you know, you think by like starting to do this content creation thing that you're like escaping the rat race. You're not, you're just entering another one. But like, here's the thing, like that's life. Life is a rat race. Like there is no escape from it unless were like born into wealth.
That's true.
Or unless you got a golden opportunity, which not many people get. And then you make wise investments and then you can retire by 30.
Yeah. But what I'll say on that is that's true, but there's different results and rewards with that. Versus having a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5.
Not at all. Not at all.
Do your shit. But chase your goals too at the same motherfucking time. And like you said with the whole YouTube shit, if you really push through that shit, bro, you can really kind of like be financially free versus working at McDonald's only, or you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all you want to fucking do. You don't care. You just want to fucking work and turn up on the weekends. It's like there's no potential there. Yeah. But work and hustle with that money on something else.
Right. And I don't want to make
I
don't want to make it sound like I'm like trying to like shit on 9 to 5s or like working class, because that's like the fucking backbone. That's like everything, you know? And like just because we do YouTube and like internet stuff doesn't mean we're not a part of the working class, you know? I'm just saying that like people think that they'll like, oh, maybe I'm projecting, but like I kind of had this idea of like, oh, once my YouTube channel does really well, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be free. You're never going to achieve that. Like the thing that I strive for now is like peace. I just want peace. Like I don't want to be happy, because happiness comes and goes. Like you're always going to have ups and downs in life. I want peace. I want to be able to like have the tools that I have like at hand when shit hits the fan, and like, you know what I mean? Be able to like weather the storm.
That's a great perspective.
Yeah. Like fuck all that.
And do you feel like that's happening now?
In my life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel super at peace right now. It's weird. Yeah. And like, you know, from an internet perspective, someone might look and be like, oh my God, he fell off. What is he doing? It's like, bitch, I just fucking left the rat race. Like I was tired of it. I'm tired of the clout chasing. I'm tired of like all that bullshit. I don't like going into LA because it's just like full of fucking like record listening, fucking art farting, fucking
wannabe ass, capping ass motherfuckers.
So tired of it, dude.
Trying to fucking only talk to you if you got numbers.
Yeah.
On social media.
Fuck that.
Lying ass, bitch ass niggas. But you know, he's right. He don't like going to LA like that. He's right outside of LA.
I mean, this is LA County. I'm just saying
it's not LA though.
No, it's not LA. And I'm not shitting on like LA, the people that are from here, the people that like made that city what it is. I'm talking about like the parts like fucking, you know,
the hype beast wanna be. No.
Yeah. I'm talking about like hype beast
shit on LA niggas. Y'all niggas need to get it together. It's not the real niggas. It's these dumbass motherfuckers that the Hollywood wanna be motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. It's people like me that move here to chase their dreams, and they make LA what they want LA to be for them without thinking about like the people that are born here from
very
here.
Fake, like very fake. I remember going to YouTube parties trying to get like plugged in with, trying to escape the skate.
I remember
YouTube
that.
world.
I went to those with you.
Yeah. Bro, I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated it. I was like looking, I'm like, ugh.
Like I remember being in a house with Rice Gum one time, and like I'm just looking at him. I'm like, dude, like this is the guy that like a million people watch. Like this is like, you know, we saw like the rise and fall of all that shit, and it was just like, dude, these
bro, Rice Gum. Remember that? Did he shake your hand? It was like
I didn't fucking shake that guy's hand, dude.
Okay, so
I wouldn't shake that.
We was with Chris and them, right?
What
was we with Chris and Sean?
We had Chris, Sean, and I think Garrett.
And then Seth was there or whatever. So we was in a little group. And maybe you wasn't there at that moment, but he shook everybody's hand. And it's like a line. And we in a group. And he just doesn't shake my hand. And I'm like,
really?
I don't know what the fuck, why not? I don't know if I think he was just overthinking, not knowing what he doing. But I was like, it just topped it for me at that party. I was like, I don't like this party, bro. Y'all doing too much. And they're not really partying. They're just trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Like, turn up. But
yeah.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is, you really don't like going to LA because we were trying to figure out where we want to do this podcast. And
I was like, come here.
Yeah, I was like, you can come to Venice, the Venice studio or whatever. And then he was like, all right, I can come over there. He's like, come over here.
Yeah.
Like shit. But I wanted to ask you two kind of the same questions in different ways. What was a day-to-day, what was your day looking like from morning to night when you was going hard on YouTube?
When I was doing daily?
Doing a daily versus how it is now.
Okay, so versus how it is now, it's kind of similar. It's just different. I'm just grinding out different things because like right now I'm working like really hard because I'm like.
So explain from waking up to.
I'd wake up at like 6 or 7, do some editing if I needed to.
How long would the editing last?
Yeah. So like editing till like 9 or something. I'd meet up with John. John would get up super early and skate. So I would just go meet up with John wherever he is, help him with his video. And I would try to get a video out of it, which I always did because he helped me too.
Yeah, and you're in his video. So
right.
Good shout outs.
Yeah, dude, it was great. We had a great like partner. Like we're already friends. Like John and I are super close, you know? So, but we had a great like partnership that first year, dude. It was so good. We had like this like online bromance, like people loved, and like our energy just feeded off of one another super well. We got the same type of humor. But yeah, so we do that. We'd go skate all day. You know, sometimes only till like 3 or 4, but sometimes we'd be out till dark. But yeah, it was just wake up, edit, go skate, film. And then I would come home, edit, and like
go to sleep.
Basically, yeah. Like I stopped like watching TV and doing all that shit. I was in the thick of like hustle culture, dude.
Well, that's cool though. That's cool though. But it can be a toll on your mental health.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of clock out at like 7 now.
And then looking at your comments all the time, trying to see your views all the time.
Yeah. In the beginning, it's nice, dude. It's nice because it's like everyone's like, oh my God, we love you. Fresh new face. That's cool. I'm excited for your shit. And then like, you know, you say or do one thing that like one person doesn't agree with, and like maybe it is just only one person or a few people, but then you like read the comment, it gets under your skin. So you got to learn how to deal with all that shit too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you more about John. So like you said, you guys were with each other every fucking day. Right?
Yeah, for the most
part. Now
you
you guys really aren't.
Mm-mm.
And I was wondering, I mean, obviously y'all still good homies and shit like that.
Yeah,
How often do y'all talk?
I would say at least like maybe averagely once a week. I just skated with him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where's he at right now? Is he over here?
He's in.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was just really wondering that. I was like, are they still homies and shit?
Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe you could beep that out because I don't know if the internet knows that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
He go bleep it out. Just air him out and shit. People at his house.
Oops.
Who are your closest YouTube skater friends? Like, who are you?
Dan.
Okay, Dan.
Dan, yeah.
Who else?
You
don't gotta be like super duper uber homies, but just like who do
I like kick it with?
Yeah.
Dan, John. I still go out with the Powell guys too. I've been doing that a little more. Corey. Corey from Keen Rams. Because I'm running Corey's YouTube channel and his TikTok.
Is that the one that was on Garrett's channel?
That built the ramps?
Airbnb?
Yeah, that's
nice.
him. So he's actually who I spend the most time with out of any of the people that I'm like closest with.
You're cool,
so,
dude.
Yeah. So me and Corey have gotten pretty close. But I've been knowing Corey since maybe like 2017. He gave me a flat bar, back in the day for some like, hey, I make ramps, I make stuff. So here's this for your YouTube channel. Shout it out. And I was like, perfect.
That's a great gift.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, now I'm working with him. So that's probably who I spend most of my time with. And dude's got good fucking financial advice, dude. That dude's like killing it. Yeah.
Okay, so you skating with, as a YouTuber, you're around a lot of YouTubers and shit. We're looking like YouTube skaters. That was a big ass deal when it came to the core industry.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the things you dealt with when it came to the core industry and being a YouTube skater?
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of get lumped into the like, you're the corny revived Braille guy, which like, dude, I've met Andy Schrock. I've spent like a decent amount of time with Andy Schrock. I love Andy Schrock. Andy Schrock's a nice ass dude, but
super
you
nice.
get like, there's this public perspective of like what that is. And I mean, they just do it based off what they see in the videos. They're like, oh, this is made for kids. They don't even like take in the fact that it's made for kids. And they're just like, fuck this. This is corny. This isn't like hill bomb beer drinking thrasher shit. Like
bro, skate. What the fuck is it called? King of the Road.
Yeah. I
just started watching that recently.
Oh, really?
They doing some weird ass such shit.
Yeah, I don't
that shit, bro.
I think King of the Road's like I don't
stripping on a pole in front of all they skate teammates.
I didn't watch it, dude. I just thought it was like kind of corny.
Yeah, but that made me mad because I'm like, cool, have your fun. I'm not really mad at y'all doing that. I'm just mad that y'all look down on doing YouTube personality shit, but y'all doing some weird shit like that. But go ahead.
No, yeah, it's the same shit, dude. I mean, it's funny because I was thinking about this earlier when you asked me to do the podcast. I was like, oh, we're probably gonna end up talking about this. Yeah. But like, dude, we had a really long, good window for like us to only dominate that space.
That's true.
So now the space is wide open. Everyone doesn't think YouTube is like corny anymore. I mean, obviously there's still some people, but dude, you got P-Rod, you got Tom Asta, you got like Gifted Hater now, who's like the core ambassador for like all these kids. It's like the space was wide open for us for so many years. And like, now I kind of like thank the core industry for not stepping in any sooner, because they could have ripped it all out from under us. If they would have caught on earlier, they'd be like, wait, all these guys are getting all these fucking views. Why aren't we getting that attention? Like, from a business model perspective, like I feel like Thrasher should have looked at that and been like, damn, they're getting all that. Why don't we make some kind of show that's like more core that we can get people to watch?
So I feel like it was more like, y'all are trying to push us away from your side.
Oh, for sure.
We wanted them to be a part of it. Like, we was like, why don't y'all do YouTube, but fuck with us too. Stop talking shit about us and just like, yo, we have some power. But that's a whole different thing. But when you came across any core skater pros, have any of them mistreated you in person because you were a YouTuber? You ain't got a name drop or nothing.
I don't think in person. Nobody will do shit in person, dude, because everyone's a fucking pussy.
He said I'll beat their ass.
Yeah. No, well, I'm just saying, nobody will say anything to you in person. They'll say some mean shit to you on the internet, but if they see you in person, it's like, oh, I seen your videos.
Well, I mean, it's little shit like, I'm gonna give you an example. So I ended up, I'm not gonna say who brought me there and shit, but I ended up around the Zero team. They super duper uber core, right? And I used to look at this dude, this pro skater, I'm gonna name him. Used to look at this pro skater growing up watching this part every day with my homie Josh, right? And I went up, I introduced myself to everybody, right? And everybody was cool when it came down to the filmers and shit. They like look me in the eye, shake my hand. Normal nigga shit that you supposed to do.
Yeah.
But this pro skater, which was Chris Cole, was on the floor, and I was, how you doing? Not looking me in the eye, like super really? Blunt. And I'm like, bro, that's obvious. Everybody else, he's just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So doing that, I was like, okay. Then I'm in the car. I'm like, I'm gonna just stay away from these niggas. I'm gonna watch the homie skate, and I'm gonna be in the car. But the car is pointed towards the spot.
Yeah.
I'm on my TikTok talking on live like this, the spot right there. The homie I came with had to come up to me, and he was like, yo, they told me like stop filming them. I was like, nigga, I ain't filming these motherfuckers. Right. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Just straight disrespectful, was it? Bro, the filmers had to come and apologize.
Right. Like
to us.
They didn't even ask what you were doing. They just assumed that it was about them.
And they know I'm a YouTuber and shit.
Yeah.
All this bullshit, bro. I'm just like,
I mean,
I'm a human being.
I had like longtime friends that unfollowed me when I started doing YouTube. And I was like, damn, really? Like you're acting like I just like voted for somebody that you completely despise, like because I started doing YouTube. Like, what?
It's like, nigga, fuck you. We friends?
And they still don't follow me. They still like, and these were people that I was like at one point close with. And like, not that like following someone on Instagram like matters or anything, but I feel like to make the effort to like unfollow, especially when an algorithm is so curated that you only see what you want to see now, it's like kind of weird. I'm like, damn, that's like a little extra.
No, that's 100% a fucking annoying, bro.
It's just a little weird. I mean, I get it. I've unfollowed people too, though, that like I don't really care about your shit. I don't really want to see it anymore. Like, so I get that. Like, but maybe I was being
the homie though.
That's what I'm saying.
I just mute it. If you really doing some such shit to me, okay. If I follow you and you posting shirtless photos and you're not on the beach, I'm unfollowing you, right? Just that corny shit like that.
Damn,
just
dude,
like this.
You might have to unfollow me. I've been posting a lot of shirtless shit.
But you're working out though, right?
I mean, yeah.
But you're trying to show off your progress. I'm talking about that pretty boy corny shit. Like that lights. Okay, you doing all that?
No, I mean, yeah, I don't
unfollow him.
I don't like any like I don't like any fucking like fake shit on the internet, which is such a fucking stupid, cliche, generic thing to say. But at the same time, it's like dude, at a certain point, you just like remove yourself because you're just like tired. You're tired of it. Like, you know, because even like the new trend, like that was like all last year. And I think the year before is like everyone posts like kids would go and take like, and I say kids, I mean like 23-year-olds, like especially in skating, like they would go and take like pictures with the 0.5 camera on their phone and it would be like up high, or they'd be sitting in a tree, or their shoes would be hanging off a ledge, and they're all like wearing the same outfit, and it says something stupid like I'm flying like a bird, or what, something fucking like I don't know, like but it's like it's presented as this like organic like canon moment of like, look at me being so authentic and nonchalant. But bro, you literally like asked the homie to like take all these pictures of me. What's a good nonchalant caption I should use? It's just, and I mean, it, like this is definitely like old man yells at cloud like type shit right now that I'm doing. But because it's like we all had our phases. Like millennials had their own shit. Like remember the selfie era when people would like take selfies in front of random objects? Like yeah, that was like a thing. Yeah, that was like a thing at one point. It's just like a different version of that.
Bro, are we getting odd?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I know.
100%.
I want to be.
Yeah, no, we are.
Let's backtrack with the YouTube.
No, dude, embrace it. It's fucking, you don't want to be the old guy that's like trying to be young and still trying to wear like clothes that the 18-year-old kids are wearing. That shit's fucking weird.
We're definitely not at that age.
No, we're not at that age, but I'm just saying.
I want to backtrack with the YouTube shit. Would you get hate comments?
Yeah, all the time.
So
I still do.
How would you deal with the hate comments back then?
Immediately I was just like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm going to respond and like tell him to go fuck himself.
And what would you get out of that?
Sometimes a long thread. Sometimes everyone would like that comment. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it just depends. But like, I'm at the point where I'm like, dude, I don't want to like respond to a comment.
Yeah.
I just like don't want to. Like if it's like interesting enough, or if like someone says something that like strikes a nerve, like I might just be like, okay, fuck yourself. But like I try not to, because then that only encourages more people to like say some shit to me. But like if someone says something like really thoughtful and like kind, I try to give that the time of the day, because I want to give that I want to give out that energy, you know? Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm just like past my bullshit phase. I'm done with it.
And I feel you on that 100%, bro.
Yeah.
One thing about the hate comment thing is usually be somebody with no profile pic, bullshit ass name. And then responding back to that is like, you're arguing with a wall.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, you can't even say some shit like that.
And they would never say anything like that to you in person, you know?
Have I ever been confronted in person?
Sorry. Excuse me.
Nah. All right. Top 3 slams in your life.
Oh, so, man, I don't know if you know this spot. Do you know that spot that I think, can't remember who it was. And I don't even know if I have the trick right. I know a shot has skated this spot a lot, but it's in Hollywood. It's this church, and there's these rails that go down like this on each side. There's usually chains in front of the stair. Okay, so it's like a pretty famous spot. I think someone did frontside alley-oop to switch crook, like go to tail side, but you over rotate it to switch crook. Someone did that.
Mm-hmm.
A shot did, I fucking can't remember what a shot did. Maybe it was back 180 nose grind. I could be totally butchering the skaters and butchering the tricks too, but it's that spot. I tried to nose grind it. I almost fucking did it, dude. It was going to be an ad. In Thrasher.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, but I fucking sacked, dude. And the whole side of my sack was blue for like 3 weeks. It was fucked. Yeah. Yeah. That shit.
3 weeks?
Yeah. For like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Did it hurt to pee?
No, it didn't hurt to pee.
Did it hurt to get hard?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Did you fuck while you was?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, no. You're crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So there's that one. And then there was one time at Ponderosa Park. You know that park in Anaheim?
Yeah, that park is fucking fire, bro.
Yeah. So I was trying to nose blunt the down rail, and I don't do nose blunts. I nollie nose blunt. So this was like, yeah.
I don't do nose blunts. I do nollie nose blunts.
Right. Because,
okay,
so my logic to that is, okay, you pop nollie. If you can get your nollie high enough, your nose is already down. You don't have to go up and over and then down.
You're just tricking your mind, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, it works if you think about it. Like the nose is, you pop nollie, the nose is already down. There's less maneuvers going on. There's less there's less variables going on now. Yeah. So I tried to nose blunt it, and I fucking credit carded. I was laying on the fucking ground for 45 minutes, dude. I thought I was gonna throw up. I thought something was wrong with me. Like I was like, thought I needed to go to the hospital. Like it was fucked.
Oh no. Fucked. Was Sean and them there?
Sean was there. Yeah. Sean was there. Yeah.
They passed me a White Claw real quick.
Yeah. And then one time when I was 14, I'm sure there was like many other when I was like a young kid that were worse.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, maybe I was like 14, 15, 13, one of those ages. I took a slam at the skate park. And I was just skating the box. Yeah, I wasn't very good yet. So I tried like a nose grind on the box, and I smoked my head on the ground. And then like, I don't know, however long later, I like came to from like a blackout. But apparently, like,
wait.
I hit my head and blacked out. Like I knocked myself out. But I didn't, like, I knocked myself out for like a second and then got up, and like I didn't remember anything I was doing in like a certain amount of time, and then I came to. But what my friends told me that I did, they're like, yeah, dude, you freaked out, threw your board across the fucking skate park, and you were screaming fuck, 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 and all this shit. Like I had a fit of rage. Like childhood trauma. We've worked through it. We don't rage anymore. I was a child. Forgive me.
I still be raging sometimes. Yeah. Okay, if you had to change one thing about the skate industry, what would it be?
Damn, dude, such a good question. Wow. I don't even like think about this anymore.
Be anything.
Damn, this is good.
You really thinking?
I mean, do I want to give like a selfish answer, or do I want to give more of like a...
I'll
give two. I'll give two.
Give two answers.
I'll give a selfish answer, and I'll give like what I think is better for like the world answer. So like, I guess my selfish answer would be for like skating to like kind of like stop thinking that it like operates in this false bubble that it doesn't. Like it, maybe people at the top don't think that, and they know that because they're old heads, they understand marketing, they understand business. They're at the top, like moving the pieces around, you know? But like, I feel like skating thinks it's in this like bubble that it isn't, and oftentimes gatekeeps itself away from its own potential audience and like participants. Yeah. So like, I think it would be better if it didn't do that. And that's my selfish answer. And then my other answer that's better for the world is
That sound like a selfish answer though.
I wish skating wasn't so like judgmental and everyone could feel like kind of at home and like welcomed. Inclusivity is the word. But even with like the push of inclusivity, there's people on all sides and in every space that still try to gatekeep out whoever isn't their friend or whoever isn't like whoever they haven't like had an interaction with. I think that's pretty fucking.
It's a solid ass answer.
Yeah, I think it, you know, it only hurts skating, you know? And I mean, I feel like you don't really see this in other like physical activities or sports is because like that stuff's regulated by like a bigger body, you know, and skating kind of isn't, but kind of is. Like Thrasher does kind of regulate everything or is like the gatekeeper. I don't want to keep using that word, but the key holder.
I mean, yeah, kind of. You feel me? That's what is happening.
Yeah.
If you get, I have a time machine, right? Let's just say you get time travel back in the past. What is one thing you would change when starting YouTube? Like one thing that you would change.
Oh man. I mean, I don't know that it would change anything.
I love it.
And I'm not sitting here saying that to be like the guy that's like so fucking stoic or whatever. But like my reasoning for not wanting to change anything is because like if I change something, I could fuck up what I already have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like is the question whether I can change something or if I could change something and it be better, what could I change?
Yeah, just change. Yeah. Like for me, I would have changed like just be doing better thumbnails or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, sure. I wish I would have focused a little bit harder on strategy and like maybe scripted some of my videos and like kind of like what Spencer Barton was doing for a while. Like, dude, he was crushing it.
On this.
Yeah, he was crushing it for so fucking long. Like, you know, and like he lived with me for a while. He lived in my closet. Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Why was it in your closet?
Because I was living in a studio and it had this giant walk-in closet. I was like, you can sleep in there. Because dude, there was like
a walk-in closet.
Yeah, there was no fucking like room in the living room. Like if he was sleeping there, like I would be stepping on his face to take a piss.
No, he used to live with me too for a minute.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The fuck?
So I wish I would
acting like I don't know the nigga. He need to be in there. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I wish I would have like maybe took his. Like tried to take some of his strategy a little bit to it.
Yeah,
you know?
We did a good skit a while ago. It was like the weirdest skater or some shit. He was meant for what he's doing right now, bro.
Yeah, no, he's good at what he does for sure. Like with the editing and he's good at like scripting a story. He's good at storyboarding, you know?
This is a kind of a fucked up question to ask right now because
I'm
sipping. Why don't you drink?
Oh, well, I used to have a drinking problem that I think's no secret. Yeah. I mean, all my family is, it's not fucked up, dude. I go to bars. You're good.
No, I'm over here just
you're
sipping.
not the one.
Like, hey,
you're not
why
the
don't
one,
you drink?
You're not the one with the problem. I am, you know, or I was.
It was a big problem?
I mean, it's a weird conflicting story now because like, I definitely know for sure that like I was an alcoholic. Like I was a drug addict because the way I think about alcohol or think about drugs or any kind of recreational substance is like I think about it in an alcoholic addict way. Like, but like my bottom, as they say, wasn't very deep. Like I got into some like legal trouble, most like everything I was getting in trouble for was like just weed, but at the time, like weed was still super illegal. If you had like an ounce on you, it's a felony type shit. Like
super illegal for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And this was like Ohio, like fucking red state
Oh,
shit.
fuck
You know
no.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, but yeah, I mean, I was doing other drugs, like, but I had like all these fucking walls that like up that I was like, okay, well, as long as I don't do this, and like, then I'm not a drug addict. If I don't do this, like, like from the first fucking drink, dude, the first time I got drunk, I had regulations around it. Like, okay, how are we going to manage this? I was already thinking like,
Damn.
how are we going to manage? Like, how am I going to make sure that like, I'm not an alcoholic? So my first drink wasn't a sip. It wasn't one drink. It wasn't two drinks. I went to my friend Sonny's house and it was like, we're going to all drink tonight. This is our first time drinking.
You sound like a nigga that'll do that.
We're going to get fucked up, dude. Like, this is going to be great. In 15 minutes,
No.
I drank 8 Jack and Cokes.
Damn.
I woke up 2 hours later. Like I passed out on the couch. Like apparently I was like freaking out, like being some like angsty teenager, like punching the air, like and just acting all like hyped up. Like, dude, I was just like a fucking idiot, reckless teenager. I wasn't like robbing banks.
Yeah.
What?
Why did you think you drank it that fast? It just didn't taste the way you thought it would? Like it tasted better?
I don't know.
Not as
No, it
strong?
didn't taste good at all, dude. It was fucking terrible. I wanted to get fucked up. I was like, and I wanted to make sure that I got fucked up. That's why I drank 8. Cause I was like, is 2 gonna do it? Is 3 gonna do it? What about 4? Like, fuck it. I'll drink 8.
And then you're not feeling it right away. So.
Dude, that will for sure fuck me up. And like, not only did it, like, I wasn't even there for it to like fuck me up because I passed out for 2 hours. And then the rest of the night I'm browning out and throwing up everywhere.
That sucks,
It was
bro.
insane.
But I'm glad that you're doing way better now. So how long have you been sober?
What's this year? 13 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah. I didn't like alcohol and drugs are not a part of like my adult story. Like I've never had a legal drink. So it's like,
That's cool.
it is like, sure. Yeah. It's like something to be like congratulated for. And like, I'm not telling people to congratulate me, but when people say like, dude, that's really awesome that you did that. That's great. Like, and I'm like, yeah, thank you. But like, this is all I know as an adult. Like, it's not like I got lucky, dude. Like I got really lucky because like my brother died from a fentanyl overdose. My mom was an alcoholic for fucking years and like went through several divorces. Like my dad was like a heavy drinker. I don't think my dad's an alcoholic, but like both my other brothers have had problems, dude. Like everyone in my family has been plagued by like drugs and alcohol, So it's like I was fucking on track. I was on course, And if I didn't get lucky enough to like get out of that situation, like I would have been a fucking moron to not like take that as a sign. You asked me if I believed in God earlier and I said not a religious one.
Mhm.
That's like what I meant. Like if I didn't
Okay.
fucking take that shit as a sign, I would have been a fucking moron.
Bro,
Yeah.
you doing it.
Yeah.
So what, how many siblings you got? All right.
Okay, so one died, Troy, RIP. So I had two older, one older now. I mean, fuck it, he's dead, but still 2. I still got 2. He's yeah.
Damn.
Two older, a younger brother, a younger sister, and an older sister.
No, it's a big family.
Yeah. We're all scattered. We're all half siblings.
Yeah, same here.
I only got one full-blooded brother. Big giant white trash family. Yeah. That's what it is.
I see you on the internet. I actually hit him up one time, which I never did it. But remember I hit you up, I was like, hey, I'm trying to get into jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How did you get into that?
So I had been saying for years that I wanted to do some kind of like combat sport. And originally it was going to be Muay Thai because like that's like on paper. And I feel like from afar, from an outsider of combat sports, like that's the most like sexy looking one, cause it's like, it's a bunch of striking. It's not just boxing, it's kicking. So I was originally going to do that. Like I had a gym that I was going to go to and everything. But then I had a friend who was like, hey, come to jiu-jitsu with me. And I've also had like several friends. Like I have a friend who's a brown belt. He's been training since like 2010.
What's a brown belt? Is that
It's
before
a belt,
black?
the belt right below black. Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dirty name for a belt, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I had other friends who, were doing jujitsu and like, people always trying to tell me like, dude, you should get into it. Dude, you should get into it. I was so preoccupied with skating though. I was like, oh, but if I do that, then I'm going to like fucking get pulled away from skating. And like, I'm so glad that I'm in the place now where I'm like open to things that are not skating, because like, dude, I never want to go back to that place where like my whole life is like only skating. Like I love skating to death. It's always going to be a part of me, always going to be a skater. But like, it was so consuming. And then the second I like finally let that go, it was like, you know, doors open, the world opens, and you're like able to fucking, you know, experience new things. But to answer your question, a friend asked me if I wanted to go to jiu-jitsu with him, and I just said yes. And it's been ever since. I've like stuck. I loved it. Because I used to wrestle when I was a kid too. So like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I have like grappling roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is when I was younger too. And I was like, you know, I'm young, I'm skating hard, like all that shit, right? I come across this jiu-jitsu class and I wanted to do anything I can to get better at skating. So I was like, I want to work out a certain way. I just want to learn new shit.
Yeah.
I came across it like skating in downtown LA. I used to take the bus over there. And I asked the dude, I was like, how much it costs? Boom, boom. And he was like, it costs this much, but I'll give you a free class or whatever.
Yeah.
I came the next day. That shit was hard as fuck. And it was just workouts or whatever the fuck they was doing.
Just drilling and warming up. And
oh my God.
Yeah, they don't really let you spar the first day.
Yeah.
Or roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny because like, especially on the internet, like jiu-jitsu gets a lot of shit because it's like, you know, people are like, oh, just stand up. And they make fun of like butt scooting and like, I don't know.
What was that?
It's like, there's this thing called pulling guard. So like your guard is your legs. So like you have to like get past the legs in jiu-jitsu in order to like, that's how you score a point. You get past the legs, then you get to mount, you score a point. It's a whole game. It's like all technical.
You said butt scooting?
Butt scooting. Yeah. So like,
don't you demonstrate that thing called
I'm
butt
not going to demonstrate
to
it
me?
right now, but I'm just saying like if a fucking pro like jiu-jitsu player was on his butt in front of you and you were standing up, you're like, I'm going to get you. No, you're fucking not, dude. He's going to bring you down to his level for sure without even standing up. But it gets shit because it's not like grappling isn't sexy. Like you can argue that wrestling is sexy because it's like fucking forceful and macho but jiu-jitsu is much more technical. So I think like online, it has this perspective of like, it's fucking bullshit. And it's like, it doesn't work because like an outside audience wants to see punches thrown. They want to see bloodshed, you know,
it's about protecting yourself.
But grappling, always the best UFC fighters are the grapplers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like, which is wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu. Yeah. So it's, and there's I forget what fucking, I'm not like well-versed in like MMA per se. I'm not even really that well-versed in like jiu-jitsu history or my knowledge yet. I just like, I love it and I love to do it, you know, and being around like a bunch of jiu-jitsu nerds, like I pick up things obviously, but I forget what it's fucking called. It's Russian though. It's Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu and wrestling. It's called, Sambo. So I think it's called Sambo. Yeah. That shit. Like that's what Khabib is good in. He's good in Sambo. So it's like, it's jiu-jitsu with striking. I'm oversimplifying it. I don't want to sit here and sound like I know what I'm talking about, but like the dudes that have the grappling roots are the ones that fucking dominate in UFC.
That's fire.
And yeah. And people will shit on it all fucking day. Like, oh, it doesn't work. I'm like,
who are these people saying it?
It's fucking pussies.
Niggas who don't know how to fight.
Exactly. People that sit at home and watch UFC and like don't know how to fight. Yeah. I'm not even sitting here saying I know how to fight because like jiu-jitsu is a game in and of itself. That's what I fucking do. Like,
and how long were you doing it for again?
It's been over 2 years. 2 years last September. It's like 2 years and a quarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might try it out.
Dude, it's fucking sick, man. Like it's funny because like it's kind of replaced skating a little bit. Like I still love skating, but like I'm obsessed with jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
If there's one pro skater out there that you think would be a good YouTuber, who would it be? Personality, you know, YouTube comes with personality and effort, hard work.
Yeah.
Skill to a certain extent.
I want to say maybe like Grant Yansura. He's not a pro skater, but he's the guy that like does Weekend skateboards. You know Weekend?
Not a Weekend. I don't know Grant. I mean, I'm not good with names.
Yeah, he started.
He not pro?
No, he's not pro, but he started that company. He's a filmer.
You gotta say a pro though.
Okay. I'm trying to think.
He a filmer.
Yeah. He's just like charismatic, got personality. He's funny.
I think I know you're talking about because I was in a weekend commercial with you, right?
The guy that we were, yes.
Yeah, okay,
yes, the commercial that we were in.
Yeah.
Grant. Yeah, I feel like he'd be good
cool.
at it because he's got that creative mind and like he's got a good sense of humor. He's got good camera presence. But I don't know. Pro skaters, I'm like trying to fucking think.
Just one.
Fuck, dude. I like literally don't know. I mean, I almost want to say like Jason Dill because he has that like gifted hater vibe of like talking shit. So like if he could get over the hurdle of like YouTube skater and then he could just like spew his shit on the internet, like maybe that could be a thing.
Is he one of them niggas that be hating on YouTube skaters?
I don't think so. He's just a hater. He's just like a hater in general. Like the famous quote from him, the upriver, downriver quote from that epically later, like fucking 15 years ago or however long ago that was. I'm trying to I mean, Rob Dyrdek would probably be a good YouTuber.
Yeah. I mean, he on TV.
Yeah.
I'll say Louis Barletta.
Oh, that's a good one.
Say niggas like that.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Damn, who else, dude? I'm trying to like, I don't know why I can't think.
Y'all comment below who y'all think would be a good YouTuber. Yeah. I'm posting on YouTube videos. That's Pro Skater already right now. But yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to have you more on the show. We got a lot more to talk about. Comment below for him too. Any questions you guys specifically know, and we'll do that. All right, 111. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching the Beautiful Day podcast. We got way more to come.
Thank you.